Okay, so with Demon Souls coming out here in a couple of days, I figured I'd take a moment to just take a look at my PlayStation trophies and see kind of what the percentage of completion is with the community and that kind of thing, because I think it's kind of interesting. Okay, so I guess we can go ahead and start off with looking at the original Dark Souls remastered. So in order to reach Lordran, you have to beat the tutorial boss. So it basically shows 94% of the player base has completed that task, at least, to beat the what is it, the stray demon in the prison. Um, Now things get a little bit more dicey when we look at ringing the bell of the undead church, which is technically like the first real point of progression in this story. So only 74% of the total player base on PlayStation Network was able to complete that. And then taking that a step further, the second bell in Quelaag's domain, only 63% were able to do that. So 30% of the player base was able to beat Dark Souls 1. Of course, that's the quote-unquote bad ending. So I don't know about the other ending. But yeah. So basically about 30% was able to complete each one. Now if we go ahead and take a look at Dark Souls 2. So only 68% of the player base was able to beat the first actual boss, the last giant. 68%. So yeah, it doesn't give us necessarily trophies on each boss. So the next I guess plot point I can see is Sinner's Bonfire, which basically that's a primal bonfire. So in order to do that, we would have to beat the last dragon rider, and then we would have to beat the rune sentinels, and then we would have to beat the lost center. So that's 3 bosses basically we'd have to take out to beat that, and that's a 54% completion rate. So as you can see, it's a pretty stark drop off. And then I guess let's take it a step further and see who all's rolled credits on this. So 33% of the player base was able to actually roll credits on Dark Souls 2. 33% beat the game. Let's take a look at Dark Souls 3. So on Dark Souls 3, oh, it's really glitching out there. So the tutorial boss on Dark Souls 3 is about an 86.9% completion rate, which isn't too bad. But Vort Boreal Valley is the actual first boss. We're looking at 68.8% of the player base was able to beat him. That's less than 70% of the player base was able to beat the first actual boss. And then to roll credits, we're looking at... there we go, 29.5% were able to actually beat the game. So this is Dark Souls 3. Less people were able to beat Dark Souls 3 than were able to beat Dark Souls 1 or 2. So that's under 30%. And then let's look at Bloodborne. There we go. I got a platinum trophy on Bloodborne. So let's look as far as the first boss. Less than 50% were able to beat the first boss. And then the last boss, which is could be Murgo's Wet Nurse. As far as my cousin is concerned, that is the last boss. So you're looking at 24.9% of the total player base is able to beat Murgo's Wet Nurse. Holy cow. So less than 15% of the entire player base is able to actually beat Bloodborne to get that ending. And then there's another ending, less than 15%. And then the last ending is less than 11, or right at over 11%. So 11% on that one, 15.5% on that one, and less than 15% on that one. So, wow. So, like, basically, everybody sucks at Bloodborne, apparently. So then, and then we'll look at Sekiro. So to beat the first actual boss, we're looking at just under 60% on Sekiro. Um, and then it starkly drops down to less than 50%, less than 45%, and so on and so forth. So all that to say, I saw something and somebody was talking about they hope that the detail on, I can't remember what boss it was on Demon Souls, is going to be like over the top. And I was like, it doesn't matter if the detail is going to be over the top on that boss, because less than half of the players won't even be able to get past the failings, and less than probably 40% of the players will even be able to get past the Tower Knight. So it really doesn't matter one way or the other how much detail they put in these bosses, because basically nobody's going to see it. So it would pretty much be in Bluepoint's best interest to put all the detail possible into Boletaria Castle and the Failings, because nobody else is going to see anything after those 2 points anyway. But I just thought it was kind of interesting looking at these stats and seeing just how much of the player base is able to do how much of the game. But I guess that's all I got. I didn't want to take much time. I just wanted to look at stats and look at completion rates. So thanks for watching, and peace out.